Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching You. This is the 7th episode of the 4th season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, this is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So obviously the first section of the season, the first 5 episodes, was a whodunit. You know, we were trying to guess who it was and it turned out to be RHYS. Now obviously we thought the second half of the season from yesterday, obviously moving towards episode 10, was going to be Joel trying to kill RHYS. But the interesting thing is RHYS is still here and he's still trying to get Joel to do the things for him. So he's like, I give you the chance to pin it all on Rolled, you didn't do it. Now it's a second opportunity. Pin it on somebody else or I'm going to pin it on you. So Joe hasn't got a choice, has he? He's got to find the perfect person that he could take down. So he's trying to go through, he's trying to assess the situations, and you know, one perfectly fell in his lap. One of the people that's been taking pictures that I've questioned 2 times in the season already, you know, why they've been, you know, like kind of following Joe and wary of him. She ended up taking Phoebe, and it turns out that she was just like a crazed fan, pretty much. She was saying every time that she's tweeting that she's like in like Bora Bora and the sun was setting, you know, I knew that you was talking to me, wishing that I was there with you and all that stuff, you know, madness, mate. And that gave Joel the perfect, you know, like culprit pretty much, because RHYS has planted the ear in his house, the one from Simon's, that obviously that he's cut off him, and he's told him to drop it and obviously frame somebody. And as he's going in to protect Phoebe in this like scramble, he's managed to dash it into a bag. So when the police have come to obviously break out all the chaos, they've checked it and they found it, and she's been sent down. Well, she's getting sent down, and you know, it's kind of like free Joe. But the interesting thing is Nadia's now wary. She's looking at the situation, she's thinking, you know, when he first joined he didn't really know this and that, and now he's friends with these, and you know, Phoebe said something like, "Our savior again," do you know what I mean? And she's like, well, how's he saved their life before? And I was like, what the hell, mate? Like, why is it her business? Like, do you know what I mean? Why does she care so much? But obviously it's a show and now she's going to be investigating. And I was saying last episode that I think that she could be a possible death, just like Joe killed his landlord, do you know what, when she got in it too deep. So that again is going to be interesting to see play out. Joel and obviously Kate, their relationship has kind of like been cemented, I would say, in a way, because she pretty much said, look, I know you got a past, I know you're running from stuff, I've got a past as well, I don't want to be that person anymore, let's just start fresh, you know what I mean? Whoever you was before, bin it, we'll start here today, you're Jonathan, I'm Kate, let's go from here. Joe accepted it. But then when he got back to his flat, RHYS was there, and he was like, look, mate, we've got one more big job to do, take out the big daddy of them all, Tom. Yes, that's right, he wants to take out Kate's dad, he wants Joel to be the killer. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to find out what happens. Thank you for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Things I've learned about Kate on our first real date. He's unpretentious. Just wanted to go for a walk in the city. Doesn't take herself too seriously.
Darling, is this our future neighborhood? Should we put an offer in on the house?
Bittersweet that this feels like our first real date and our last night. Tomorrow, Kate's father comes to town.
We're gonna have so much fun killing him.
No.
You are the only reason to blame for all of the leverage I have over you.
That is true, isn't it? It is actually true, that.
The world's better off without Lockwood.
What does he have on you?
Joe?
The man is untouchable.
This is the last thing I ever ask of you. You'll be balancing your karmic scales forever.
Why are you really afraid of Lockwood?
So what I was saying here before he goes into it, mate, he needs his leverage. He has got 0 on RHYS. That's why he's pulling the strings consistently, making Joel do stuff. Once he gets something that he can kick back on, that's where it starts getting interesting, because then Joel might become a liability, do you know what I mean? And he might have to try and take Joe out because he knows too much.
It's fine. All of the Indian restaurants in London, and that's your regular haunt. What even is that? Like a condemned bomb shelter?
Fine. Fine, take me somewhere better then. What are you doing tomorrow?
Really long pause, traditionally not a great sign.
My father's coming in.
Does that work? Can I make a tiny suggestion? Or I can shut up. Just, you went to dinner. Show him you're secure. Use your fake boyfriend. He'll help underscore the secure and happy bit, and he can hold your hand.
And you do that for me.
I would do a lot for you.
Take me home, you bland, palated white knight.
You see Joel there, yeah? He's walking around with a bag of chips from the chipper. Does any other country do that? Because that is a staple of the UK. Especially if you go out on a night out, you get a few beers down you. You either end up in a McDonald's or you go to someone's chippy. You're walking around with a big bag of chips, you know what I mean? Like walking down the road, like everybody does it. But do you know what? I've never seen that when I've been to, you know, other countries. Do you even have chippies? I don't even know. There's like a chippy on every corner in the UK.
There's so much coverage on this Eat the Rich killer, but there's so little actual information.
Tell me what you're working on. I know that face. Some puzzle.
Say that I was writing a whodunit. A better twist would be a mild-mannered, average Joe kind of.
Someone like Professor Moore.
It's this nagging feeling I have that he knows something. Like, how would I get closer to Professor Moore?
You could shag him.
All of it.
Wait, Nadia.
No,
I'm sorry,
this-
I didn't mean it like that. Nadia.
This Nadia annoys me. She just does. Like, she's just getting involved in everybody's business when she doesn't need to.
Professor, I was just wondering if you had a chance to read my story.
Shit, I never opened it.
Tell you the reason I couldn't finish your story is because by page 15, you'd already lost me. Figure out what you are trying to say before you throw in any more plot twists.
Did you get why Miranda needed to leave home? Like, did that bit make sense on the page?
Yeah, of course. No, your character work is great, always.
Why has he just done that? Like, that's just terrible again from Joe. It really, really is. It's like giving up information that you don't have to. Like, what was it? Did we watch Wednesday? And he texted him, and he was like, "Should we go on that ski trip this year, just like we did last year?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I really wish we could, but you know, I'm busy." It's like we didn't even go on the ski trip. You just give him information to just catch them instantly in a lie. It's like so easy to catch Joe out there. Oh, what do you think of this? Yeah, you think you could? Yeah, it's not even in the story, so why are you chatting? And again, do you know what I mean? He's lacking. You know, he's not being the smart Joe that we usually see, in my opinion, because a smart Joe, again, would have his whole house booked with cameras and setups going, knowing that RHYS has been there loads of times speaking about killing people.
Remember, he's pure evil, and you're going to love him.
Catherine. Wow, it's been too long.
Jonathan. He teaches literature at Darcy College. We're seeing each other, and it's quite serious, actually, so I thought he ought to meet the infamous patriarch.
Looking forward to getting to know you, Joe.
That was so obvious.
No.
Joe, man, it's so obvious. The guy's so rich. He's got guards all over his kid.
So sorry about your losses.
You mean my murdered boyfriend? Or my other dead friends? Yeah, it's been tough.
What is it you teach?
Light on interrogation, please.
No, it's American short fiction currently.
She ever tell you about the time she adopted every single pit bull in a rescue in Los Angeles?
No.
Probably 10. She gets this look on her face. And then she demands my phone, proceeds to call every one of my contacts and tell them that I'm personally giving them a dog.
It's opening up a little bit, ain't you?
From a dad who's proud of her goodness and a remorseless corporate vulture. What does he have on you, RHYS? And on me?
Presenting the Lockwood Museum. As in Catherine Lockwood. Lower East Side, paperwork's all done, endowments. Think about it. That's all I ask.
I will, in the loo.
Love Quinn.
And here we go.
My greatest regret is that I couldn't help her.
Did you kill her? You ever kill anyone?
I understand you worry about Kate. I do too. I had some bad luck, but I'm a quiet guy, and I only want a quiet academic life.
Don't hurt Kate, or you'll meet the real me. RHYS Montrose.
We met, yeah.
Threat to my interests. I'm here to whip him a memoir of his. It's an embellishment. Tell me anything. I'd be grateful. I promise you, I'll protect you.
I'm not gonna kill Tom Lockwood. I'm going to use him to put you in prison.
Like I said, usually Joe is a smart person and he does play things correctly. So far, he's lacked so this season, in my opinion. Not made smart strategic choices. But I do actually believe this currently is the best one on the table. Okay, RHYS has a lot of information on Joe and he can expose him. But this guy has got a lot of money and he's got the possibility of concealing information. And like, if you give a little and he gives a little, you could possibly take out, you know, RHYS and get, well, I don't want to get away with it, but all the info that RHYS has, because he doesn't know that Joel's killed all these people. You know what I mean? He was kind of questioning it. I didn't think it went too bad, to be fair, where RHYS does. So I don't know, man. I probably would join Tom's side if I'm being honest.
You wanna come up or say a word to me?
You know, no, I have to check on Phoebe. She's a bit dodgy since the whole, you know.
Museum. It's too good to be true.
It's exactly what I want, exactly when I want it. I almost said yes on the spot.
Take it or don't, but it's what you do with it that matters most, and you would do good things.
Sorry I texted so late. You're sure I'm not intruding?
Don't be daft.
I would like a trade. You know, I would be capable of something. I handle nothing. I'm just like this big, long baby. It's disgraceful.
No, your friends were killed. Baby, you were bloody kidnapped. The most capable woman on earth would have PTSD.
I'm already taking all the pills.
Maybe we take a look at those. I will handle it. Fuck, I've done it for my own mother. And make sure you use her nom de plume. We'll be there in 40.
Is Phoebe still up?
You are the last thing that she needs right now. Adam, she's not well.
What?
I'm taking her to Welder Hill Hospital.
I'll drive. But this morning, when I lost everything...
Not everything.
Well, everything that matters. I had an awakening. But Kate, give me a chance to do the right thing, and I promise you I will not hurt her.
I trust him.
Alright, actions do speak louder than words. Let's hope that he's saying the right thing and doing the right thing.
Jonathan Moore can't tell the police, but if I can get a taped confession, give it to Lockwood. He can use his connections to take you down.
What does Lockwood claim he knows?
What do you think he knows?
About a book? Who hasn't taken liberties with their own story? Smell that? Smells like a fucking rat. Do you think I'm a fucking idiot?
Oh.
Look familiar? I found your old lover.
Is she dead?
How would that be smart?
Yeah, that's true.
I text a babysitter friend from her phone. If Lockwood isn't dead in 24 hours, I'm gonna send you Marion Bellamy's teeth in a fucking fruit basket.
What we're saying there, Joe had a camera set up. Surely that's got audio on it. But again, pretty terrible from Joe. Intention was bang on. What I've just been saying, bang on. Tried to get a recording device, tried to get a camera set up, but doing it in a rash way that he just did with the... Shouldn't have had it on him. You know what I mean? Like, we seen him ripping his whole apartment out for a bug. That's what it should be. It should be hidden all over. Where you, do you know what I mean? Like, just go into your phone and get a pocket. The thing is as well, right? It's when you set somebody up. That's it. Like, you can read a situation. Like, when it's got to be natural. It's got to be like when he breaks into your house that he's done it multiple times, because then he doesn't suspect that you've got anything trapped waiting for him. Inviting him over, do you know what I mean? He's going to be sus. He's like, well, he don't usually do this, so again, do you know what I mean? First of all, I've got to say though, I do think RHYS is a pretty good actor.
Well, you use an innocent woman to force me to do your dirty work. I have to kill Tom today to save Marianne.
You didn't sleep either. I was up all night thinking how great we are and how we've been doomed from the start. Remember when I told you how when I worked there, my father gave a load of kids cancer to get a pipeline built? I did. I'm not scared of being my dad. I'm already worse. And that is still in me.
We all have something bad in us.
Not this bad. We don't stand a chance because I will never not be Catherine Lockwood.
I thought I was doomed to repeat my past. We never would have even met. You know, my favorite thing about love is it gives you second chances. This was supposed to be a one-night stand during the day.
One day stand.
I do want this.
The reality is, no matter how much Kate loathes her father, killing him is only going to make everything worse for her.
Never know, man. You literally never know. She might need that shoulder to lean on, and it could be you. It could be in a crazy, sadistic way. It could be beneficial. Do you know what I mean? First of all, she says that she kind of like hates her dad, and but really, you know, no matter what, she'll always love him. But if he goes, you know what I mean? It could feel like it's a weight off her shoulders. / she could be upset and lean on you. Do you know what I mean? So you never really got. But I'd still, I wouldn't open up to Lockwood about my past and why I want to take him down, but I would try to weasel my way in there and try and cut something to kind of get rid of RHYS.
But it's him or Marianne. You may be thinking I don't have a good exit strategy here, and you'd be right. I have a bad one.
Are you by chance a fan of Winston Churchill? You might be. So we here at Darcy have a rare first edition of my early life.
That is incredible, Joe. RHYS Montrose?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I think you do. Got a little hit when I mentioned his name. I think you're scared to tell me the truth, son. What I do is assess a person to better understand what they're capable of. Now I'm going to take you, and I think you did kill Love Quinn. When push comes to shove, you can do it. I can help you.
take out RHYS. He's going to propose it to him.
You know where he is.
Yeah. He's all alone.
You want me?
Kill RHYS Montrose, that's right.
Yo, it's
we know
good.
you can. I think you want to. Whereas now that I'm standing here, I realize that you could just stab me. Choice I'm offering you is the best one. This is where you'll find him.
Just wrote on that first edition.
Go be your best self.
I like it. I do like it. What I would like to happen is he uses all of this Tom Lockwood, yeah, to go after RHYS and kill him. And then he kills Tom Lockwood for writing in the first edition Churchill book, because obviously we know how much they mean to Joe.
When you get a chance, can you let me know you're checked in? You can text, just let me know.
So she didn't check in.
You didn't. You had one fucking job.
Don't blame him. It was my idea.
You're not stable.
Kate. There's nothing wrong with thieves, okay? A diamond's flaws just make it sparkle even brighter.
You see, you know, that's part of his plan, isn't it?
Oh, thank you so much.
Right, Joe's surely going to see her on his camera. I'm hoping that he comes and kills her.
You seem like a rare bird.
As a peace offering, I thought you'd want to see this. Maybe you were onto something about Professor Moore. These photos were leaked to my dad from the crazy woman's flat.
Oh, do you reckon Joe's got something there? Again, I've said it once, I'll say it again, right? She annoys me. Like, why she's so involved. Like, literally, it's... like, I get people have been dying and stuff, but... Mate, you're not the police. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? You're not... You're just a Joe Bloggs who's he's just too nosy. Like, literally, you just are. Like, I just can't stand nosy people. Like, I don't know. I hope, like, she gets caught and Joe kills her, if I'm being honest.
So I don't know you.
Really? Tom Lockwood wants you dead. Did you know that?
Oh, to the nuts.
Sadly, yes.
Oh,
Because it's
nah.
time for you to tell the truth, RHYS. You had to go and touch Marianne.
Yo, just tell him, man. He's gonna go through it anyway, man.
It'll be fun.
Well, why is the guy letting him go through it? Clearly he's going to. I'll be spilling straight away.
I'm gonna take this gag off, and when I do, you're gonna confess everything.
I don't know anyone called Marianne. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, my God, mate. That's gotta be his twin or something, because you won't be lying.
Stop gaslighting me. You know who I am. You know what you've had me do. Tell me where she is! Tell me or I'll kill you, you fucking psychopath!
Do you reckon he's killed him or what? I was confused then, man. The guy was willing to get his nuts strung, mate. For...
What did I do?
Isn't this a pickle?
I knew it!
Okay,
I don't know what's just gone on. Like, is that his twin?
He wasn't lying, Joe. But then I wasn't lying either. We really do have Marianne in a cage.
Oh. But that's RHYS's cage. Well, that's Joel's cage. Usually. That's Marianne. But Joel, the thing is, when she runs over and says, blah, 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 how have you got here? Have you got here? She'll turn around and say, wasn't Joel that's put me here? And then her suspicion of, well, not her suspicion of Joel should be going out the window, but like her, I don't know, because she found the key in Joel's house, but then that would have been planted from, but would it though? Do you know what I mean? Like, well, it's got to have been, but then, I'm trying to think now. I'm thinking that what it is that RHYS is trying to make Joe do something for him. Now, if he doesn't do it, then he's going to either call the police or send somebody in, anonymous tip, anything that's going to lead them to Joel's house to find the key, to find the cage, to implement Joe in the kidnapping / like torture of these people. I feel like that was the plan, because he's been breaking in, and I feel like RHYS has planted that as a backup, so to speak, to get against Joe. But now, obviously, Nadia's come in, which I'm saying is annoying, and she's doing her own investigation when she's not even a police officer, and she's just being too nosy, but possibly could have helped Joe in this situation. because obviously she's gone down and found Marianne. And if Marianne's smart enough, she should know that she's not going to implement Joe into this situation because of everything that she knows about the past. I'm just interested to see the confrontation between these two, because from Nadia's side, she's searched Joel, she's found the key, she's gone down there, there's a woman kidnapped in a cage. Trying to talk her out of that to say that it's not Joe is going to be a tough one. But then again, RHYS has just let his brother, must be, twin, die. Which is ruthless. It actually is. It's a good twist. It is a good twist. I actually really liked it. It's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, did I mention that cage kind of last episode? You know, I mentioned like that was like where Joel done his first killing, I believe. And then I said that, you know, he locked that guy in as well. Then he didn't actually kill him, he let him free, didn't he? And he ended up being Maze. But now the cage has returned. Now this location's mad, mate. Literally, it is, isn't it? Underneath London. How has, well, somebody like RHYS would possibly know how to acquire some sort of location, slash obviously be in the position that he currently is, you know, of his power to attain this. Surely Joel hasn't put the cage there. That's what I'm thinking. But the thing is, because it's Joel's cage, it makes you think that it is Joel set that up. And maybe it was a reference when he just mentioned a minute ago to Joel saying, yeah, you know, she is locked in a cage, as if it's to a hint to Joel where she currently is. Do you know what I mean? Because having all that space and finding that location, mate, that is costly. It really, really is. But someone's obviously got to be looking after Marianne and giving her food and stuff and water, because obviously she died down there. And again, I do think it's interesting how we use this cage. Again, we've had some good stuff in it, haven't we? You know, Cherie and her husband was locked in it in the last one. And she shot the lock and did it bounce off and hit him as well, which them two was really good together. But mate, we've had so many interesting moments in this cage. It's good that it's returning for the last few episodes. It really, really is. Hopefully, in my personal opinion, we get another death in there. Now, who he's going to be, no idea. I actually like the twist that Tom Lockwood wants to now kill RHYS himself, and both of them know Joel have killed people. Now, obviously, RHYS knows Joel's killed a lot of people. Tom Lockwood knows that Joel's killed Love. Basically, he kind of like put two and two together, and he was saying, I don't blame you for being that. You know, she did seem like a wild one, and Love was a wild one. I really did like her. But obviously, Joel come out on top. He's still hardcore obsessed with Marianne. The thing is, what I want to know, right, is this timeline that we're talking about. You know, she's took Joel to a meal with her dad and saying that they're serious. But how long ago did Malcolm die? That's what I want to know. Like, even if he died 3 months ago, I still think that's soon for serious. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think it was 3 months ago in the timeline. It could be, who knows? I don't know. I don't think it is. It is rapid though, isn't it? Because the start of the season, you think about it, Joe's hardcore obsessed with Marianne. He was stalking her, he was chasing her, he was finding her. Do you know what I mean? And now, obviously, a couple of episodes in, he's hardcore in with Kate. And it's the same with Kate. At the start of the season, she had a boyfriend, he was living together, he's been killed. 5 episodes later, she's in a proper serious relationship. They kind of like dropping the love sort of thing. So, you know, I would like to know timeline. But again, you know, I would have took I would have took Tom's deal. I would have. And, well, Joel tried to. He said that he wasn't going to kill RHYS, but he ended up strangling him. Well, his brother, I'm assuming, by accident. And, you know, it made, like, well, not made me think who it possibly be, but if you was RHYS and you was in that situation and you knew what Joel's done in the past and he had you tied up and he was going for the nuts, mate, you would just tell him, yeah, what you knew, because it was getting done to you. But the fact is, obviously, he didn't know. That's why he's gone through all of that pain and he's died. But again, like I said, RHYS is ruthless, knowing that that's his brother that's possibly just been killed. He's not even asked about it. He's just willing to let anybody with any type of connection towards him die, so that he has no sort of fall down, or anybody that could obviously expose him for information, you know, out to the public that he doesn't want to damage his cause of trying to run for the mayor. So he is a ruthless one. And I actually do think his acting has been really good the last 3 episodes. I feel like he is cast probably perfect for that role. It's exciting, mate. It honestly is. I enjoyed today's episode. Honestly, I really, really did. Is this 7? We've got 3 more. You know what I mean? I don't really know how it's going to go. Didn't expect Marianne to come back, especially not be locked up in a cage. Nadia's digged as well. She knows now too much. So it's like, what's going to happen with them? Obviously, RHYS, Tom, Kate and him as well. You know what I mean? And we still got the side story going on with Adam and and Phoebe as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, so very interesting. We've got a lot to wrap up in 3 episodes. I'm excited to see how it goes. Thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.